had asked God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
Oh, come on. He is so full of shit. So the case against Diddy has evolved. Before he was saying this is just slanderous and heinous allegations that are totally unfounded. And now we have a video from 2016 of him abusing his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. The video came out. She's by the elevator. He comes running down the hall, hits her, throws her down, then kicks her, then drags her back to his room, and God only knows what happens once he gets back to the room, because then you don't see it on the camera. It's a horrific video. So this comes out, and Diddy, of course, has to now offer some kind of apology. He can't hide under the "these are just heinous allegations" line anymore. He has to acknowledge. So he comes out and he says, "I'm sorry. I was in a bad place in my life. I sought treatment, both therapy and drug treatment. I'm having to reflect on myself. I had to, say sorry to God and pray for his forgiveness, and I'm sorry." And that was kind of the apology. I thought it was the shittiest, most insincere apology of all time. I was surprised when I looked at the reactions to his Instagram. There are some people that are going, "Whatever, you're forgiven." And I struggle to even get myself in a place where you could hear that apology and think, "You're forgiven." So what I wanted to do in this video is just sort of describe what I think the apology was missing. Okay? The first thing, the apology wasn't about Cassie. You can imagine if you hurt someone, the first thing you're going to say is, "I'm sorry I hurt you. Are you okay? How can I make amends to you?" There should be some kind of connection back to, "I really fucked up when I hurt you, and I'm so sorry for the impact it had on you." That was totally missing from Diddy's video. The second thing is, he goes, "I had to go get treatment, drug treatment and therapeutic treatment." And he says it in a way like he was dragging his feet, like I had to go and do this thing. This is a sacrifice I made. My sense is that if he actually got his ass to therapy, first of all, he would still be in it, because I think he's got a lot going on. He would still be in it, and he would not have the "I had to do this thing," or, when someone goes to drug treatment and they work through their drug addiction, they don't go, "I had to go do this." It was a very beneficial thing in their life, right? If he had really gone through this dark moment and come out of it like a phoenix, as though he sort of moved on, he would look back on that and go, "I'm thankful that I went to therapy. I'm thankful that I went to drug and alcohol treatment. I'm a better person because of it." And here's number 3, is here's what I learned. His video had he was unable, I think he's unable to really describe the psychological mechanism behind his behavior and the psychological impact he had on all of his victims. If he had said, "I was narcissistic, I was drug addicted, I got lost in my own power and control, I struggled to understand how the world wouldn't go my way, I had no ability to reflect on the impact that I was having on Cassidy, I lacked empathy, I lacked compassion, I had a distorted sense of the world around me. I'm ashamed for my distorted sense of the world around me." If he had some ability to go, here's where this came from as far as the childhood I grew up in, the impact of that environment. If he had some ability to go, here's how this happened and why I am ashamed that it has shown up in my life, then I would think there was some level of sincerity, or at least interest in growing. But it wasn't that. It also lacked any reference to steps he has taken to improve his behavior, right? You can imagine you viciously abuse someone, you feel ashamed of yourself, as he says, you go to drug and alcohol treatment, you go to therapeutic treatment. You can imagine you would then go, "I'm going to change my behavior, and here are the things I'm going to do." Maybe you would go to meetings every day. You would change your social circle. You would change how you handle your leisure time. You would start going to church more. There are things that you would do. You would get yourself out of high-stress environments. You would change your professional life. You would make big changes in your life to respond to this horrific behavior. But he doesn't mention any of that, because he didn't do it. Because he just simply didn't do it. So that's what I thought. I thought it was a horrific apology video. I'm curious what you think. Let me know in the comments below.